Hi everyone, I'm coming on. I'm just making some flowers up. I die cut a lot of flowers out at one time, then I just colour them and mix and match and layer them up. So I'm just going to do a few while I'm here, just so you can kind of see what I do with my flowers. Okay, so I have got, wherever I put it, my table's a bit of a disaster and I've just been making up some bits and bobs, so there's things everywhere. But push them back. In fact, I'll just pull you up a wee bit, hopefully. I can. There we go. So what I do is the reverse of my flower. I'll just go around the edges slightly with this, and it just gives them a wee tiny bit of shape to the flower. Okay, and then I'll go into the inside. Whoops, bit of glue strand. Go into the inside and just gently go around the outside, and you'll see it's got a little bit more shape now. It's not flat anymore compared to this one here, which is totally flat. So it just gives the flower a wee bit more reality to it. Okay, then this one here, do the same idea, just shape the petal. And you need to do this on like a foam background so that your petals get something to sink into. But it can be anything, even a couple of layers of fun foam would be fine. It's just a wee something for it to sink into. And then same applies to the centre, just a little bit of shape. Okay, so we've got that. Then I've got this small one here. So I'm just going to go round the outside, turn it over and just press that in the centre. And then that's me get a wee flower for a card or a project. So I'm just going to glue this together. Now you can use hot glue, you can use wet glue, you can use whatever you like. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of tacky glue and just add a little dollop onto this, place it on, and I'll just be manoeuvring it slightly so that the petals aren't lying over the top of one another. Then another wee dollop of glue on the wee tiny one. You don't need a lot because it's only cardstock. Okay, so we've got that. And then for a centre on this one, I think I'll use a wee bling. So just take my bling, cut one off because these are adhesive ones, and then just so this sticks better, I'm going to use glossy accents. Okay, but it's just a tiny wee amount. Okay, I'll show you up close so you can see how much I've actually used. You see the little spot on it? That's all I'm using. Okay, and then just pick up my wee diamante and drop it in the centre. Okay, and you've come out with that, which I think on any project would be lovely. You can make your outer bags, your boxes, and add these on as wee embellishments. They're just really pretty. Or if you're sending out racks or whatever, make up maybe a couple of these and put them in a wee baggie and other people can use them. They're just nice. So I'm just going to put the rest of these together really quickly, and then I'll show you how I do the colouring. So we've got, let me see what one was which. This one and this one, I think. Was it? No, those two. Right, so turn it over, go around my petals. Turn it over, go around the centre. Done. Do this one, shape my petals. Remember, flowers aren't meant to be perfect, they're natural. So don't worry if they don't look absolutely perfect. Then we have got this wee tiny one here. Turn it over, give it a wee wriggle about, turn it over, press the centre, and that's that wee flower done. I'll glue all that together in a minute. I'll just do the rest of these at the same time. I'm just putting a wee bit more pressure on this so that it happens a wee bit faster. You don't need to do them all the same style, you can make your own designs up. I just like this style for these flowers. Excuse all the noise outside, it's a lovely day and the kids are all a bit hyper. Right, I've got another few different coloured ones here. Orange one. As I say, just make up a different colour family for each one. Mix and match. And I'm using alcohol inks, but you could use just sprays or watercolours, makes no difference. And as I said, these wee pads are not that hard to come across. I mean, you can pick them up on, they're usually with brads and things, so you don't even need to pay for them. This one I think was packaging in one of Ian's tools. He buys a lot of gardening equipment and it's all pretty expensive stuff, so it's well padded and there's always a lot of this type of stuff in it. So we've got those ones there. Right, so we're looking for a few smallerish ones. Small enough? Nope. There's one small one there. I'm not sure how to get a wee bit of colour on it, but I want to recolour it. I think I'll go for purple for this one. In fact, I'll go for two of them with purple. Okay. So I'm just dabbing on a bit of colour. I'm not filming, Jaden.
Sorry. I saw there's people on YouTube that's disgusting. They are wee girls flying and I'm trying to go for it.
Well, go a wee run on your bike out the road, okay?
But going up.
Oops, a wee squeak there. There we go, that's the centre's done.
Ready to speak to
Let me just see. I can see any other smallish ones. One. In fact, I think I'll use these wee star-shaped ones. Pick them up long enough. Put them back. And I'll go for maybe a yellow. And as I said, you can use these in a load of different ways. They're also good for your outer paper clips to put on your planners and things. They work out really well with that. I think this is actually going to be too yellow, so I might need to add a wee bit of orange to it. But with them being alcohol, they will blend really well. So put the lid back on that. And then I've got orange here. This is amber. So I'm just going to go into the centre and just put a wee circle on, and it will actually just blend out in a wee minute when I blend over it with some yellow. Then all we need to do is just go for the outside in, and it blends really, really nicely. In fact, I'm just going to go over it all because it's quite a dark colour. There we go. Jaden, just go out, please. There we go. There we go, I've got peach now. So I'm going to put peach on these ones. And I put quite a heavy layer on. So when I decide what other colour I want to touch it up with, they blend. Just loads in the centre because that will be where I think I'll be blending. Jade and Jack, that's enough. Just come in, please. Then we've got mango. I'll see how this goes. That's a bit darker. Yep, that's a wee bit darker. And then all I'm going to do is just maybe touch around the edges of this part. So just basically touch on the edges. In fact, I think I'll just do it that way. And I know that looks quite stark just now, but once I add the blending onto it, it will take away the harshness of it. Right, and that was soft peach I used for that. So I'm just going in with soft peach again, and I'm just going to go down the centre and blend out to the outside. And what that will do is actually help the mango colour blend in a wee bit. There we go. And then we need a wee centre, so I've got one there. Let's see if I can see another one the same. There we go, there's another one. And I'm going to go in with, I think I'll use the mango on that. There we go, mango. Just and it's quite fun and relaxing just to do these. There's no any real pressure or difficultness in it. I'd usually spend a day or so die cutting, just so that I hate having to die cut for a project. It just annoys me. Having to pull out the die cutting machine, find a die, it just annoys me. So I prefer doing it this way and die cutting them all in advance in white card and then colouring. I do cut a few in black card. You'll see there's a few wee butterflies here in black. Just so that I've got both colours ready to go. But as you know, it is mostly white that we use. White's easiest to colour over, so that's why I tend to use a lot of white. And I just think it works better, and it gives you this type of freedom to play around without feeling as if you're regimented to a set colour. And these wee dies here are Joycraft, I think. I'm sure they're Joycraft. I'll pull the die out in a second for you. These ones here, the smaller ones, are from Diamond Dyes. Excuse me a minute. Let's see if I can find the dies. So I'd have them handy. Maybe I didn't have it that handy. Let's see. Let's see. It's this one here, and I've been using that one and that one, and they're really nice. This one I prefer just layering up on top of each other, just alternating the petals, because I think it actually looks nicer like that. I'll show you that one in a wee minute. I'm just, as I said, I'm just kind of playing with them. So I'm just going to give that a wee jiggle round. Oops, that was the wrong way. So a wee jiggle round on that side and press it in. Those ones are actually very close blends. There we go. So I'll move them aside and I'll glue them at the same time as I do the other ones. So this one, I think I'll go for blues maybe. So I've got China blue, which is quite dark. It's actually starting to run low on ink. Doesn't help that I've stored them up the way, which I don't normally do, people. I normally store them flat. But just because I was filming, I didn't want them all lying across my table. Right, so we've got that one. Then I'll use maybe, let's see, denim blue. I think that's quite dark as well actually. It's more a cloudy blue. But I think I'll touch this up with a wee bit of aqua or turquoise maybe. And I'm just going to go into the centre of this one with this. What's this one? Arctic blue. We'll see how that goes on this. Absolutely no difference. That didn't work then. Let's see what we've got here. Nope, that's not going to work. Petal blue won't work. Cool aqua. Making a bit of a difference. So we'll do that, and then I'll find a smaller one. I'll use this wee star shaped one and just use the cool aqua on that. Turn it round. There we go. Then I'm just going to mould it the way I want it. So I'm just into the centre of the petal, and that will make the petal look round rather than flat, because the daisy isn't flat ever. And then just tiny wee pinch in the centre. I'll show you that up close in a second. So again, just in the centre, I'm just kind of going in a line from the outside of the petal to the inside. Turn it over and give it a wee tiny bit of a push. And then this one, whoops. So Sorry about the squeaking. We'll go with that. Right, so I'm just going to show you how I layer these up now. They just look superb. Right, so glue. A wee bit of wet glue, and then oops, I'll use this just so that I can manoeuvre it where I want it to be. Just about there. Oops. That's better. Just there. Another wee bit of glue in the centre. Take that, turn it over, and then push it into the centre like that. And it's just a couple of dies. They are just so pretty. Light, go away. But you can see the body on it. There is a bit of dimension. And you can add stickles or glitter glue. You can add your pearl sprays. All of that works on these. I think I'll add and we'll have a. Let me see. I did have wee pearls sitting out. They were here. I'll use one of the wee pearls on this one, I think. That's cut off. So just add a tiny wee bit of my glossy accents. And then just lay it on like that. And I've done these for years, and I've also got a few that I made up earlier, and these ones are different ones that I've used with leaves as well. I've made up some of these wee butterflies that are layered with some rhinestone trim in the centre. And they're great as well. As I said, I just like to play around, and as I said, you can see there's colour differences in them. One of them's got an olive green outer layer. It just helps to change things up a wee bit. So as I said, if you've got the stuff there, use it. Just play along and see what happens. I think sometimes we have these dies and we're like, what do we do with them? So I'm hoping that this type of thing, even punches, I mean a couple of them smaller circles are punches and they work the exact same way. Oops, just lay that up. There we go. Put a wee yellow bit on. There we go. Like that. And again, just wee dollop. Position it off centre. Wee bit like that. Oops. There we go. Next one. What I'll do is just layer a few of these up ready to go so they're a bit quicker. I'm filming. Sorry if I'm off camera, I'm just gluing some of these wee layers together. So there we go, that's everything glued, so I can just put them together now. So I've got this one here, put the centre on, and that. Perfect. And I've got this one here. Oops. Layer it up. Add the wee centre. Perfect. 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 And these are quite petite, easy ones. You can do on a larger scale if you wished. Right, so the purple one I just added a diamond onto. I'll just chop a few of these up so they're ready to go. There we go, so glossy accents, tiny wee splodge, put diamonds on them as well I think. Lift that, place it on. That one, place it on, lift that one and place it on. Move them up there, that's those ones done now. Then I think I'll add petals onto these ones here. So just cut 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The glossy accents will just help them stay where they're meant to stay a little bit longer, because the adhesive that's on them isn't the greatest. Stickier than most though, I will say that. Right, so if I just show you these up close. Sorry about that. Try and get that clear for you. Yeah. And that's the dimension of it. So you can see there is quite a good dimension on it, it's not flat. It's the purple one. And we've got the wee blue daisy style. And that one looks quite flat at the moment, but you just push the leaves up as it's drying so that it doesn't stay flat. And they are really pretty. And look at this one here. So I hope you do have a wee go and just see what you can come up with. As I say, is pull out all your wee bits and bobs and layer them up. I mean, I've used them on, let's see if I've got one handy. I layered up on this one, and it was this flower here and the smaller one, and just off centered them again like that. And you're just colouring them with whatever colours you like, but they are honestly so pretty. So I hope you have a wee go, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.